Port Charles has weathered countless heartbreaks over the years, but few departures could leave a mark quite like saying goodbye to Willow Corinthos. If Kate Mansi's journey on General Hospital were to come to an end after 3 unforgettable years, it would mark the close of one chapter and the beginning of another, filled with hope, healing, and new possibilities. The rumor begins quietly. A few whispers circulate through the hospital corridors. Friends notice Willow has become more reflective, spending extra time with the people who matter most. She smiles more often, yet there's a bittersweet emotion behind every conversation. Something is changing. At first, no one can quite put their finger on it. Michael senses she's carrying a secret, but chooses not to pressure her. Instead, he stands beside her, believing she'll share the truth when the time is right. Then comes the moment that changes everything. Gathering her loved ones together at the Quartermain mansion, Willow delivers news that leaves the room in stunned silence. "It's time for me to begin a new chapter," she says softly. The words hit everyone differently. Some struggle to accept them. Others immediately understand that her decision comes from a place of strength rather than sadness. After years of facing unimaginable challenges, Willow realizes she's ready to embrace a future beyond the life she's always known in Port Charles. The announcement sends ripples through the community. At General Hospital, doctors and nurses reflect on Willow's compassion she brought to every patient she encountered. Her kindness had become a source of comfort during the most difficult moments, and colleagues know her absence will be deeply felt. Friends begin sharing treasured memories. Carly remembers the countless times Willow placed others before herself. Nina reflects on their complicated but meaningful journey towards understanding. Even longtime rivals acknowledge that Willow's unwavering optimism helped bring out the best in those around her. As preparations for her farewell begin, Port Charles comes together in a remarkable show of support. The Metro Court hosts a heartfelt celebration honoring Willow's impact on the town. Family, friends, and coworkers gather to laugh, cry, and remember the moments that made her such an unforgettable part of their lives. Stories fill the room. There are smiles through tears, warm embraces, promises to stay connected no matter where life leads. The emotional evening reminds everyone that true family isn't defined solely by blood. It's built through love, loyalty, and shared experiences. Meanwhile, Willow quietly visits the places that shaped her journey. She walks through the halls of General Hospital one last time. She pauses outside the chapel where so many life-changing moments unfolded. She stands by the waterfront, reflecting on the triumphs and heartbreaks that helped transform her into the woman she has become. Each stop represents a piece of her story. Each memory reminds her how much Port Charles has given her. Before leaving town, Willow shares a private conversation with Michael. Neither knows exactly what the future holds. There are tears. There is gratitude. Most importantly, there is hope. They promise that no matter where life takes them, the bond they built will never truly disappear. As the day of her departure arrives, familiar faces gather to say goodbye. There are hugs that last a little longer than usual, smiles mixed with tears, words left unspoken because emotions say enough on their own. Willow thanks everyone for believing in her during both her darkest moments and her happiest ones. She reminds them that life isn't measured by how long a journey lasts, but by the lives touched along the way. As her car disappears beyond the Port Charles city limits, silence settles over the town. Yet that silence isn't empty. It's filled with appreciation, with memories, with the certainty that Willow's influence will continue long after she's gone. For viewers, Kate Mansi's portrayal brought warmth, resilience, and emotional depth to every scene. She captured Willow's strength with authenticity, making audiences laugh, cry, and cheer through every twist and turn. Though this fictional farewell marks the end of one remarkable chapter, it also celebrates everything the character has represented: compassion, perseverance, forgiveness, and the courage to move forward. In true General Hospital fashion, goodbyes are rarely forever. Doors remain open, friendships endure, and hope always finds its way back to Port Charles. Because sometimes the most meaningful departures aren't about endings at all. They're about leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire everyone who remains.